my dear one, accept this very moment. This specific breath, this singular point on your path, I meant for it to be. You did not stumble upon this by mere chance. I guided you here myself by design. My presence within you stirred a profound echo, drawing you to this instance because I have significant truth to entrust to you at this time. A truth so deep, so personal, that once you truly embrace it, your outlook on your existence will shift entirely. You have navigated challenging periods, carrying burdens that felt unbearable, perhaps wondering if anyone saw your struggle. But I walked with you through every trial, noted each quiet effort, and heard every unspoken desire. And now I declare, your time has arrived. Not sometime later, not in a distant future, not when you feel you possess complete understanding, but now, this precise instant, just as you are. I have set you apart for a purpose far greater than anything you have yet allowed yourself to grasp. Any periods of waiting were not for correction, they served to prepare you. The moments of seeming stillness were not denials, they were precise adjustments. Before I formed you within your mother's body, I knew you fully, and before you were born, I set you aside for a special calling. You have been uniquely chosen, and in this hour, the unseen realities are converging upon your presence with an insight that will stir your hidden capacities, illuminate your abilities, and permanently redirect your course. Can you perceive it? That subtle stirring within? That inner knowing that whispers, there is something more intended for me. That is not simply feeling, that is my Holy Spirit quickening something eternal within your very being. You are stepping into a time of divine revelation, a time when scattered pieces begin to hold significance, when difficult experiences lead to meaningful outcomes, when your evolving story becomes a source of strength for someone else seeking their path. And you can be certain that in all circumstances, I work for the well-being of those who cherish me, who have been called according to my plan. Look back for a brief moment. Every obstacle, every lack, every disregard. It was all leading you precisely here. I have been infusing goodness into every phase, even when you could not perceive it. I was preparing a demonstration that will dispel the shadows. You are not ordinary. You are not unseen. You are not falling behind. You are specially designated. And in this hour I am announcing, the appointed time has dawned. The time to step fully into your designated role. The time to stop making yourself small for the comfort of others. The time to walk boldly in the inner light I have placed within you. You reflect light for the world. A city built high on a hill cannot be hidden. This communication is more than simple encouragement. It is a spiritual quickening. And now I extend this call, yes, specifically to you, to align yourself with heaven's perfect design for your being. If this communication resonates with something deep inside you, if your spirit confirms its truth, I desire you to confirm this alignment openly at this moment. It is not just words. It is a declaration, a spiritual signal that you are ready for divine arrangement, for forward movement, for inner wholeness, for fulfilling your design. And to every heart that confirms this, that seeks, that shares, that dares to place their full assurance. I see you. I perceive every soul. Heaven celebrates your willingness. You are not alone on this journey. So remain present with me, because we are moving onto sacred ground now. My specially designated one, Your new beginning starts now, my appointed one. Envision an existence not controlled by striving or anxiety, but shaped by divine favor. A reality where obstacles you viewed as permanent begin to fade, and clarity unfolds with precise definition. Imagine openings appearing where you believed they were permanently sealed. Connections restored that you had released hope for. Aspirations renewed after periods of dormancy. Imagine entering environments where your very presence shifts the atmosphere, not due to self-importance, but because my splendor accompanies you. This is not fantasy, my appointed one. This is what occurs when I have prepared you. The challenges were not without intention. The waiting was not meant as punishment. You did not lose periods. You established firmness. You were being prepared in ways you could not discern. My stillness was not absence. It was strategic positioning. And now the very elements that once felt like difficulties are becoming the base from which you ascend. The postponement you have experienced was not a denial. It was protection. It was an adjustment because I do not just prepare resources for you. I prepare you for the resource. And now, my appointed one, I am declaring you are prepared, not because the wilderness experiences were insignificant, but precisely because they were, because you endured through them. And now is the hour to influence, to demonstrate kindness, to build, to advance. This readiness is not founded on talent, flawlessness, or credentials. It comes from an inner readiness of saying, I am available, guide me. And when that is your inner stance, heaven acts on your behalf. What once resisted you begins to yield its hold. What once seemed daunting starts making space for your presence. Matters that puzzled you before are now becoming clear. I am not merely interested in enriching your spirit. I desire to touch every facet of your being. Your physical form may feel lighter, not because your challenge is vanished, but because your inner self has been strengthened. Your mental state will find calm, not because the disturbance has ceased, but because you now recognize who accompanies you. Your resources, your opportunities, even your physical well-being will begin to align with heaven's design. Such a person is like a healthy plant beside flowing waters, which produces its yield in its appointed time, and whose strength does not diminish. Whatever they undertake thrives. That is what is now unfolding. You are stepping into this new period fully prepared, not empty or lacking. You are being established, rooted, equipped to bear good results. Those around you will notice the transformation. They will ask why you appear so composed, why you seem radiant when you speak, why calm seems to follow you. And you will understand it is not merely you. It is the divine presence residing within you. It is not about relying on self-capability. It is about reliance upon my presence. You have moved beyond just managing, now navigating with insight, replaced doubt with certainty, shifted from pausing to actively moving ahead. And truly you are moving into a time where your very presence serves as a demonstration. The manner in which you rise, the manner in which you express consideration, the manner in which you persist, that becomes a reflection for others to perceive my presence. Consider this truth for yourself now. Perhaps your arrival at this significant place is precisely for this appointed moment. Yes, this is your season. Yes, this is your position. Yes, this is your appointed purpose. Allow the hesitation to subside. Allow the anxiety to release its grip. The opposition's most effective strategy is convincing you that you are not prepared. But I have already settled that matter. When I declare movement, the passage opens. When I declare now, the circumstances align. There is no power capable of nullifying what I have declared over your being. So, my appointed one, step forward with sacred assurance. You do not require the complete layout. You simply require conviction the size of a tiny grain, because faith is not about knowing every detail. It is about placing trust in the one who does. Even when you stand at a point of decision, uncertain of which direction to take, remember the wisdom shared. In their hearts, individuals make their plans, but I establish their steps. I am establishing yours right now. You will not miss it. You will not be late. You will not be overlooked. You are stepping into divine synchronization. My intention, my timing, my approach. My appointed one, accept this moment not casually, but profoundly. Allow it to settle into the very core of your being, into the essence of your spirit, because this is not simply about you entering a new stage. When I activate your appointed purpose, I do not just ignite a flame within your personal path. I spark a powerful current of change that spreads far beyond what your physical sight can perceive. Your inner light, yes, the spiritual core within you holds limitless significance. Your agreement to walk with me creates unseen effects that radiate far, reaching individuals you will never meet, bringing comfort to hurts you may not see. This is what unfolds when I have prepared you, and indeed, the path ahead may involve challenges. As your purpose becomes more apparent, some will not grasp your path. Individuals may question your inner change, challenge your deeply held beliefs, even express skepticism toward your newfound assurance. But know this truth. Everyone who has stepped fully into my path has met resistance. The world will react. Understand that was its response before. Resistance does not mean you are in error. Disagreement does not mean you are lost. These are often indicators that you are precisely on the path heaven has designated for you. The opposition will attempt to divert you with voices of hesitation. But my truth is clearer still. No challenge formed against you shall succeed, and every voice raised against you in judgment you shall overcome. Not from your own strength, but because my design for you acts as protection. As you step into this new period, something profound will occur. You will feel a new certainty begin to take hold within you. This is not arrogance. It is not about self-importance. It is settled conviction. It is the strength of knowing you were sent, not merely born of knowing you are commissioned, not just existing. This is the transition from uncertainty to true identity. Those around you will take notice. They will see it in how you carry yourself, in how you speak openly without hesitation, and in how you remain calm when faced with disorder. This is the outcome of walking in step with my intention. It transforms you from within. You become a living demonstration, walking evidence of my presence. My appointed one, this very hour, holds sacred significance. It is a divine encounter, an invitation into a deeper expression of your purpose. The struggles you have carried are not who you are. The delays and diversions were not refusals. They were divine composition. And now the hidden elements are being revealed. The clarity is arriving. The constraints are yielding. You are stepping into abundance, not merely in material possessions, but in purpose, in awareness of my presence, in inner peace. I have been guiding your steps even when you did not realize it. Every closed opportunity, every fragmented aspiration, every difficult turning point. It was all part of the arrangement to bring you precisely here, precisely now. Let this truth deeply penetrate. You were shaped with great care, designed with purpose, and deliberately called. Creation itself testifies to being shaped in an amazing and distinct way, a truth fully known to me. You are not random. You were formed by my hand, just as the celestial bodies were placed, formed for a purpose held sacred. As this truth begins to take hold, you will perceive the shift. What felt distant now feels near. What felt unattainable now feels inevitable. Understanding your path, the grace present in your interactions, the renewed energy within your physical form. All this starts to show the presence of the divine within you. But hear this, you are not being asked to chase frantically, to perform for approval, or to prove your worthiness. You are being asked to place your trust. Trust the appropriate time. Trust the unfolding process. Trust the subtle movements of mind that make no grand display, but influence the heavens. I made everything fitting in its appropriate time. This is that time, my appointed one. This is the revealing of goodness that remained unseen for a time. You are not walking alone. Every stride is matched by my guidance. Every pause is interlaced with purpose. You are being led, not pressured, uplifted, not forced, empowered, not burdened. And moreover, this is not the conclusion of your narrative. It is the ignition of something truly remarkable. I, who began a good undertaking in you, will continue it to its completion until the designated time. I am not finished. I am simply shifting the direction. You may feel overwhelmed by the significance of what lies ahead, but do not forget, you were fashioned for this. You were prepared for this. The trials refined you, but they did not extinguish you. The challenging periods tested you, but they did not defeat you. Now you walk with keen insight. Now you rise reflecting my glory. And as you do, others will find encouragement as well, because your path is connected to many. Your progress offers others a reason to hope anew. Your inner rebuilding is evidence that inner restoration is real. Your conviction is a call to courage. You are a guide, whether or not you intended to be, whether or not you feel prepared. How you live already communicates more powerfully than what you articulate. It is announcing encouragement. It is announcing liberation. It shows what unfolds when a heart agrees to be guided, saying, "Yes, guide me." And so tonight, with heaven intently focused, I declare to you once more, you are ready. Ready for the resources, ready for the advancements, ready for the challenges and the successes that follow, ready for the empowering presence, for the influence, for the effect that only you can carry. This moment is not merely a spark of motivation. It is a divine quickening. The capacities within you are awakening. The purpose upon your existence is clarifying. The passages before you are opening. What was inactive is stirring. What was hidden is rising. For you are my workmanship, shaped for good deeds, which I prepared in advance for you to carry out. The undertaking is prepared, the path is made clear, the time is now. Imagine, my appointed one, the magnitude of the impact you are designed to have. This is not about personal ambition. It is about divine purpose. Every step you take with trust isn't just forward progress. It is a spiritual foundation. Establishments are being laid that will one day flourish into outcomes that affect not just your personal existence, but periods extending beyond you. You may not perceive the ripple now, but in the dynamics of my realm, no active alignment is ever unproductive. The aspirations you hold within your heart are not too grand. They are insights from me, glimpses of my plan, placed within you before you could even name them. The objectives that seem so distant are not proof of your limitations. They are signs guiding you towards a significant impact that will continue after your time on this earth. You are not constructing solely for today. You are building for eternity. Your season of revelation is arriving in its fullness, my appointed one. The hopes that have felt delayed, the commitments that have seemed slow to arrive, they have not been forgotten. Though it delays, await it patiently. It will surely arrive when appointed, without delay. Heaven does not operate on human timescales. But when my moment arrives, what felt distant will appear without warning. And if you observe closely, you will begin to perceive the gentle currents of divine arrangement weaving through your existence. That single conversation that led to a new concept, that sudden insight that dispelled the uncertainty you believed would never lift, that unexpected strength that arose within you when you felt you could not continue. These are not chance occurrences. They are my fingerprints. I am aligning resources, individuals, moments, even postponements to guide you directly into the completeness of my plan. You do not have to force outcomes. You do not have to strive in desperation. Your task is simply this: remain receptive, remain willing, and advance with conviction when I declare movement. That is the posture of an appointed one. And make no error, your presence carries my empowerment. You shift environments. You remove spiritual impediments. Not because of your personal prominence, but because of my identity recognized over your being. The empowerment in your seeking can quiet disturbances. The intensity in your expression can challenge opposing forces. The calm you carry can bring a sense of safety to others, even if they cannot explain it. That is the divine resonance you carry. The labels, the past difficulties, the anxieties, they lose their hold. You are not who the world attempted to define you as. You are not who your past missteps whispered you would become. You are who I declare you are. Restored, renewed, and prepared. Consider an individual named Gideon, concealing himself in apprehension, describing himself as the least significant in his family until an emissary appeared and addressed him as a mighty warrior. He had not yet engaged in conflict, but heaven already recognized his true identity. I am addressing you by your true designation now, not as the world perceives you, but as heaven knows you. As you embrace this identity, a new boldness will arise. Bold steps you once shrank from will now feel like essential acts of trust. Goals you set aside periods ago will suddenly feel important and require attention. Connections will deepen. Inner peace will anchor. Vision will clarify. This is the transformation unfolding within you now. I am making you firm, not so you can merely endure, but so you can guide. Your conviction is not a fleeting sensation. It is a compelling force. Your trust does not disregard current circumstances. It supersedes them with truth. It enables you to perceive the unseen and walk toward it with courage. You are stepping into a phase where your purpose becomes undeniable. No more aimless wandering. No more aimless wandering. The questions you have carried, why am I here? What am I meant to contribute? Are being answered now, not with loudness, but with stillness, in moments of quiet contemplation, in the soft pull of inner knowing, in the external confirmations you receive, and in the gentle prompts within your own spirit. I am speaking, and you are finally attentive. Your purpose is not an endpoint. It is a journey made sacred by every aligned stride, and with each one you move further into the timing of my realm. You are now experiencing a quickening guided by me. The period has shifted. What once required years will occur in days. I am the sovereign. In its appointed time I will bring this about swiftly, and swiftly it shall be. Entrances will open before you even approach. Connections will form without forced effort. Solutions will emerge where only complexities stood before. I am redeeming time. I am restoring momentum. This is more than personal advancement. It is supernatural impetus. Your existence is becoming a surface for my expressive intention. Your aspirations aren't mere desires. They are commissions. The yearnings of your heart aren't self-centered. They are sacred, placed there by me to guide you where I require you. And as you continue moving, you will uncover strength you didn't realize you possessed. A resilience that doesn't yield under pressure, but becomes sharper. You are becoming a source of illumination. You are becoming formidable against darkness. When you seek guidance now, heaven responds. When you manifest, opposing forces take notice. That is what occurs when an appointed one walks in alignment. The resources arriving to you are not solely for your personal comfort. They are for your designated purpose. They are intended to be shared beyond yourself, touching your household, those around you, and even future times. You are a source of vitality. Your outcome will sustain those in need. Your covering will shelter the weary. Your stability will outlast challenges, and your lasting influence will remain long after you are physically absent. Take your delight in me, and I will grant you the yearnings of your heart. As you find joy in me, truly place your trust in me. I provide not only what you request, but what you did not know you needed. You are entering a time where the haziness dissipates and everything begins to hold significance, not because the disorder vanishes, but because your inner perception sharpens. My appointed one, this is a season of divine clarity. The uncertainty that once obscured your discernment is dissolving. I am not only illuminating your path, I am tuning your heart to resonate in harmony with my intention. Every decision you face in this period is significant with purpose. These choices may not always be straightforward or obvious, but they will carry enduring weight, not because they are without imperfection, but because they are made with trust, aligned with a higher calling. You are not merely drifting through existence. You are being led by the one who perceives the conclusion from the beginning, the first and the last. In all your ways, acknowledge me and I will make your path clear. This clear path you are now traversing may have once seemed beyond reach, but it was always awaiting your readiness. Trust what I am doing within you. That gentle urging, that quiet conviction, that moment of profound realization. Those aren't chance occurrences. That is my Holy Spirit communicating through your inner sense. My voice isn't always thunder from the heavens. More often, it is the still, subtle prompting within that says, "This is the direction. Walk in it." Your existence is not random. Every experience, the difficult and the surprising alike, was part of my design for you, shaped from before you existed. And now the movement is increasing. You are no longer in the introductory phase. You are stepping into a significant phase where elements combine and the full expression of your purpose finds its voice. You were never intended to occupy insignificant roles in someone else's narrative. You were made to lead and to release a unique expression that only you can bring, an influence that touches the unseen and the seen. Consider the example of Deborah, a leader, a guide, a person of influence, during an era when such roles were rarely assigned, yet because she listened, aligned, and guided, she brought a time of peace for a substantial period. This same kind of resolve is being stirred within you. Your conviction is a powerful draw. It attracts favor. It influences circumstances. It causes what seems impossible to yield. When you seek through prayer, believe it is already given, and it will be yours. Your trust is not passive, it is creative. It brings things into being. It opens passages no human can close. And as you continue in this conviction, you won't simply receive resources. Your presence, your expressions, your inner spirit. These are channels of inner restoration. You may never fully comprehend the effect of a simple encouraging remark you offered, a moment of seeking guidance you expressed, an instance of kindness you extended. But heaven notes it all. You are a source of illumination in someone's challenging time. You are why someone found the courage to hope once more. I'm using your existence as a sequence of positive effects, connecting heaven's empowerment to human hearts. You are a light source. This journey has involved difficulty, but every hardship has shaped you into someone who doesn't merely endure, but thrives. Others will be guided by the path you now walk. Every challenge you have overcome has declared my empowerment over your existence. Do not grow tired in doing good, for the results will appear at the right time if you do not stop. And now is that appropriate time. You are standing on the edge of significant advancement. The unseen realms are accessible. Divine timing is aligning with your readiness. This isn't chance, it's convergence. My voice is resonating. You are set apart. You are designated. You are effective. Creation awaits in eager expectation for the manifestation of my chosen ones. And now you are being shown, not as your past self, but as the person I have always known you to be. Every challenge, every moment of sadness, every time you nearly gave up, it was all vital preparation. The hidden periods were not wasted. They were rehearsals for the stage I am positioning you on now. You are not defined by struggle. You are marked by persistence, by a trust that stayed steady, by a heart that kept choosing hope. Tonight I am clothing you in strength, not just to withstand the challenge, but to command the atmosphere around it. You are not here for more than just ordinary life. You are being empowered to move forward with a certainty that is not boastful, but firm. You are the unfolding narrative, the unfolding arrangement, the demonstration in progress. Everything, both times of joy and moments of sorrow, is forming a narrative that will reveal my presence to those who witness it. Let the world generate noise. You remain focused, remain grounded. My voice holds greater authority. I am calling you to step into the plan only you are meant to fulfill. Your aspirations are not mere wishes. They are divine plans, awaiting your belief to bring them into tangible reality. You are entering a time unlike any before, a season of abundant supply where I pour out what is needed, not in small measure but generously. This is not symbolic. This is spiritual reality becoming discernible. The sources of resource are opening, not in some distant future, not eventually. Now, and as they open, every aspect of your existence, your purpose, your connections, your wellness, your resources, will be saturated by my plentifulness. This is not about earning favor, it's about moving within promises that have already been declared over you. Test me in this, and see if I will not open the fountains of my provision and pour out so much good, you will not have room enough to hold it. These are not simply expressive words, they are enduring truth. The time you are entering will be filled to overflowing, not as a result of your doing, but because of who I am. Your abilities are about to connect with what your heart has held for a long time. Seekings expressed in quiet moments are becoming realities. Aspirations that once felt unattainable are forming with clarity. What you perceived as delay was divine positioning. I was not withholding. I was constructing a foundation strong enough to handle what is forthcoming. And now, with your foundation established, you will find a new confidence rising within you. Not conceit, but sacred assurance. The kind that doesn't plead for access, but approaches obstacles and declares, "Be opened." You are not merely hoping for advancement. You are influencing its arrival. You are not waiting for others to see your worth. You are moving in the assurance that I already did. Nothing will bring harm to you. That authority is alive within you now. It shapes your expression. It strengthens your movement. You're not merely reacting to the circumstances. You are influencing them. And do not dismiss the yearnings of your heart. Those deep longings, those passions that burn intensely within, they are not random. They are quiet prompts from me, placed within to guide you toward the full realization of your purpose. I will grant you the desires of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Not every yearning was given to cause frustration. Some were placed to guide you. Whether your appointed purpose is to establish an undertaking, articulate a concept, offer comfort to the hurting, bring forth beauty, or initiate a significant change, you have the ability, you are designated, and you are not moving ahead by yourself. You are led by my spirit, not by human capability, nor by human force, but by my spirit. That spirit is stirring within you now, and as it moves, so does a sense of urgency within you. You are not here to replicate what has been done. You are here to challenge what is incomplete. The systems of apprehension, constraint, and separation hold no authority in your presence. You are not here to conform. Your voice carries weight. Your heart carries purpose. And your conviction is no longer passive. It's transformative. You are not simply observing the unfolding of events. You are influencing its course. There are specific positions being prepared for you right now, which you are about to step into. Spaces where influence is exchanged, where future directions are determined. You won't be there by chance. You'll be there by specific assignment. Like Esther, you were brought forth for such a season as this. You may not have anticipated it, but heaven did. As you move within that truth, circumstances begin to align with supernatural precision. The fragmented pieces that didn't hold significance begin to fit together. I establish the steps of the ones who find delight in me. And because you have found joy in me, I am now ordering your path with undeniable clarity. Specific individuals are being brought into your life, not just anyone, but those meant for this time. Guides, partners, supporters, encouragers. Those who possess insights to unlock the next passages in your journey. And moreover, I am unlocking you. Your inner expression will flourish. Concepts will flow. Solutions will arise within your spirit as if from an unseen source. That is because you are now working from inspiration given by me, not solely from your own limited understanding. You are being prepared to bring forth endeavors that carry the clear mark of my realm. Expressions that bring inner restoration, words that break constraints, efforts that reflect my abundance, endeavors that spark renewal. My appointed one, your existence is not commonplace. You're not living for recognition or acclaim. You are living as a demonstration, displaying my care, truth, and strength to others. Your conviction is a connection. Your narrative is a guide. Your alignment is altering destinies you will never even witness. You are not just receiving resource. You are becoming the source of resource. With every step, you're responding to sought guidance others have expressed. With every expression, you are nurturing aspirations you didn't even know were established. Your existence is a source of renewal. Your heart is a place of service. Your capacities bring inner healing. You are here to awaken. And yes, your path will influence many, but it starts with you. With the agreement in your heart, with the knowledge that you were made for something greater. Because you were, you're entering a time of recovery from me. Not just a concept, but a real change. Not far off, but close at hand. The kind of restoration that redefines the account of everything you have lost. This is not a minor adjustment. This is a complete, sacred recovery. What the opposition believed had been dismantled, I am now reviving, rebuilding, and returning in abundance. I will return to you the periods the challenging circumstances have taken. Not just resources, not just opportunities, but the periods themselves. The seasons you felt were wasted, the days lost to sadness, confusion, or hopelessness. I am doing more than just returning what was taken. I am multiplying it with gain. Restoration in my economy doesn't mean regaining what you had. It means receiving more than you could have conceived. This is your compensation, my appointed one. Not because of your flawlessness, but because of your persistence. Every tear, every challenge, every moment of quiet seeking was seen, and it was established. And now you are entering the time of abundance. You are not waiting for restoration. You are walking into it. Even now I am working unseen, positioning individuals, unlocking passages, preparing answers. You are not being delayed. You are being aligned. And with that recovery comes a new way of perceiving within. Your focus is no longer fixed on what you yielded, but on what lies ahead. Leaving behind what is in the past and pressing toward what is ahead, I continue toward the objective. You are not intended to bear the burden of past hurts. You are intended to move toward a future planned by me. Your focus is shifting. Your heart is being anchored. You're establishing something enduring. Every act of trust, every expression of conviction, every quiet act of alignment is an element in the foundation of a lasting influence that will endure beyond you. You're not constructing solely for yourself. You are building a place of security, a sanctuary for others to find encouragement, inner healing, and completeness. I am guiding your capacities now, breathing vitality into your intentions. The aspirations that once felt unattainable are being revived. The understanding you were missing is now appearing. The resources you did not realize you needed are being provided for you. And through it all, your existence is becoming a demonstration of redemption, not a solitary voice, but a collective movement. Each part, a narrative of my grace. Each rhythm, a demonstration of my strength. You are not here to be ordinary or indistinguishable. You are here to lead, to inspire others, to draw them toward my care. You are not just voicing my care. You are embodying it. And as you move ahead, your path becomes a discovery guided by me. You're not wandering, you're uncovering. Each challenge is a divine indicator, each breakthrough a significant point. Your steps are not random, they are precisely directed, guided by heaven. You are becoming a divine influence, transforming difficulty into discernment, transforming deprivation into strength, transforming uncertainty into unwavering conviction. Your life isn't defined by what occurred to you, but by what I am accomplishing through you. And through that change, your heart is growing in its capacity. Empathy is increasing. Your care is no longer a reaction. It is a fundamental shift. You're becoming a channel of inner restoration, a bringer of tranquility, a reflection of my clemency. Where others perceive inconvenience, you perceive opportunity. Where the world restricts, you extend generously. Because your heart is not led by fear, it is filled with the abundance of my grace. Your kindness is a force, your generosity a significant act, your courage a living expression. What you believed was small, I am using to nourish others. You are not simply enduring. You are contributing. You are cultivating goodness, and the outcome of your conviction will sustain more souls than you can number. My appointed one, you are not rebuilding an existence. You are reviving destiny. And with every confident stride, the heavens pay attention. With every act of trust, you touch something timeless. You are being lifted, my appointed one, lifted by unseen support, elevated by favor that no human could generate, and summoned into a place only I could prepare. This is not self-advancement. This is divine positioning. The world may measure success through figures and outward recognition, but heaven's elevation flows from alignment, release, and faithfulness in the unnoticed places. You are entering a time of being lifted by me, where the places you stand are established by purpose, not human recognition. This is your confirmation. I myself am lifting you, not from your position or effort, but because you have let go. I am positioning you where your expression will echo my truth, where your existence will reflect my splendor, and where your presence will alter environments. You are not just one among many, and with elevation comes clarity. I am opening your perception to matters others missed, opportunities disguised as difficulties, breakthroughs concealed within impossibility. You are perceiving with the perspective of my realm now, discerning with spiritual insight. Wisdom from me is flowing through you, bringing insights and solutions that come not from human thought, but from my spirit. Just as my realm is far above the physical world, so my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts above your thoughts. What you're establishing, planning, aspiring toward, it's part of heaven's plan. Trust what's stirring inside you. It's not random, it's divine. You are a bringer of influence, my appointed one. Not with aggression, but with conviction. Not with protective coverings fashioned by human hands, but with the full spiritual covering I provide. Be strong in me and in my mighty power. Put on the full protection provided by me so that you can maintain your stance. And maintain your stance you will, because the challenges you've faced have strengthened your resolve. You are not here for more than just ordinary life. You are here to alter the spiritual atmosphere around you. Your sought guidance is opening passages. Your expressions are influencing limitations. Your presence is a channel for my presence. And now the efforts you established with conviction, often in silence, sometimes in difficulty, are yielding results. A person experiences the outcome of their efforts. You have cultivated trust, resilience, letting go of hurt and kindness, and you will find abundance, not only in what is provided, but in inner contentment, in impact, in lasting results. Your existence is becoming a divine demonstration, a showcase of grace. Each moment adds a layer, each period brings a shade, each challenge provides contrast that makes truth stand out more clearly. You are not just enduring, you are revealing my redemption in a way that will inspire others to pursue their own paths of renewal. And as your narrative unfolds, your resilience becomes compelling. You'll observe it. Individuals drawn to your tranquility, your strength, your clarity. Why? Because they perceive something unwavering in you. Now, my child, I provided a special message here that I urge you to receive right now. I have chosen it for you. Amen.